Hi, Nadia here with Big O Bell, and I'm joined by Linus, who is a showrunner and an actor in the new series Marque and Hector. Congratulations on the show. Can you tell us how you translate between doing showrunner, writing, editing, and how important it is to tell these kind of stories?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I'm always an ensemble creator. I like to create a world that people can play in, and sometimes I'm in that world as an actor, sometimes I'm not. This project started with Jocelyn and myself on a road trip, basically going back and forth, doing funny accents together, and this character emerged for her, Mark, this kind of bitter, gay old man, and I became his kind of idiot houseboy who sticks around as eye candy, even though, you know, he kind of is manipulating Mark for free room and board and all that stuff. And it became this like joyous way of poking fun at ourselves and our communities, and so, you know, part of the whole spirit of the project is that we are attracting other people who are sort of, you know, game breakers and genre defiers in their own fields. So that's why we worked with Peppermint, who also kind of changed the game when she came out as a trans woman on RuPaul's Drag Race, and kind of posed the question, what does it mean to be a drag queen? Can you do that and also be a trans woman? Jocelyn's kind of doing the same thing as a trans actress who's now playing this older gay man. What does that mean? And yeah, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that, like, it's a spirit of collective creativity, and it's our response to a complicated debate in comedy around, like, who's allowed to make fun of which people and what jokes are okay. And, like, by working within our community and poking fun at ourselves, hopefully we kind of snap back at the idea of, like, people are too sensitive, you know, we can't make any jokes or whatever. But also, we're the ones making the jokes, so it's not at our expense. You know, we're still in an empowered position. And so that's the kind of attitude we want to keep attracting as we make more episodes and seasons, and yeah.
How did you go about getting people like Miss Peppermint to want to join the show?
Oh my God. I mean, we're blessed to have friends who are incredibly successful, I have to say. Jocelyn and Peppermint are old friends, and it was totally a labor of love on her part, and we're so grateful to have her involvement. And that's kind of how it snowballed, you know? We get one cameo, and then we get interest from other people for future cameos, and we have some discussions starting for season 2 about next cameos. And, you know, it's like, in this moment, streamers and kind of distribution platforms, you know, are tightening their belts. And so, as an independent series, really our strategy is to continue attracting, like, fabulous, amazing, interesting people to show up in our show who then have their own built-in audiences, so we can all kind of come together and create this mutualistic, you know, organic, creative process.
Was she calling? I guess we could get another question.
Okay.
And doing this show, I guess, kind of like, how did you work together with people on the costume design as well as the joke writing?
Yeah. So the costume design as well as what was
the jokes.
And the jokes. Oh yeah. Well, so Sawyer DeVoist is the costume designer and also in our show. So Sawyer was another part of this kind of creative collective that we brought in. And Sawyer is also a kind of established actor in his own right, and a trans actor and a trans advocate. And so he was very much part of this process of building these characters, and same with the production designer, of like, okay, this is as much about the world that these people live in as it is about the things they say and do. And like in the world of Marque and Hector, you have these larger than life characters, but then you also have the NYU crew, because it's a mockumentary. You have the NYU crew who's been hired by Marque to film the whole thing. And so you might think at first, like, oh, this is a kind of big sitcom sort of thing, and then you pan over to the NYU people who are totally straight and totally underplayed and, like, create this contrast. So it's like, oh no, these are weirdos even in the world they live in. So, you know, it's been this, like, you attract flies with honey process. Yeah.
I love how you all wear, like, many hats and play many parts in the series.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, some of that is just the result of independent production, but some of it is because we all love to be creative.
Yeah, great to be hands-on, because also you get to, like you said, like, tell these stories how you want them to be told in, like, proper representation.
Exactly. Yeah, well said.
Thank you, Linus.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.